It is Friday. Today was no school for the students, staff. We had to come to work. We are actually a district of innovation, and so our high school is designated as one of the DOI campuses. And so other high school campuses and other schools throughout the district, students had to go to school except for campuses that are district of innovation campuses. Today was interesting, but let me just real quick briefly talk about what we did this week. Monday, Tuesday, my students started a new topic, empirical molecular formulas, but they just watched videos that I had created last year because I was doing the one-on-one conferences from the last test that we took, so that I was able to get through all my students. In the one-on-one conferences, I'm able to do that if I have something for the students to do, so it was great that they could still get the lesson and receive that. I was teaching the lesson, so I shouldn't hear any complaints that I'm having them watch other people on YouTube, because that was a complaint last year, towards the end of the school year. And I was able to do all the one-on-one conferences, and students came in and they did retest. Wednesday, Thursday, it actually was just a testing day, so the warm-up was a review because they were taking a 4-question quiz test, if you will, over the mole. Many of my students did well on that, and then after that I had to give TELPAS. They had to do their writing sample, and if you don't live in Texas, basically TELPAS is the English language learner equivalent of the end of course exam academically. So we have the end of course exam for academics, and then we have TELPAS to assess English language proficiency for our English language learners. We have to give the TELPAS writing sample to all of our students because you can't just single out your English language learner. Oh, you're an English language learner. You go over here and you do this assignment. And then my non-Ls, you go over here and do something. So we have to give it to all the students. But I was going to count it as a grade because it was going to be a writing sample over something that they already learned or that I taught, and that I know that many of the students already know, so that they were able to write at least a 1-page paper on it. And so I told them that it was going to count as a grade for the 5th 6 weeks. This was also the start of the 5th 6 weeks. And then today was no school. So in the morning, we had to do TELPAS calibrations. Now that the students have their TELPAS writing samples completed, as teachers, we have to go and we have to read so many samples for a select set of students, and then we have to rate them on their writing ability, whether they're a beginner writer or they're advanced high, in terms of their English language writing skills. But before we can do that, we have to take a calibration test and we have to pass it. And so that was the morning half, and then after the morning half, teachers, we got to pick just different, like a conference style of workshops that we wanted to go to, that the CATE teachers were providing. CATE stands for Career and Technology Education. Originally I was going to go to a science related one, but I've been meaning to talk to the cosmetology teachers about cross-curricular planning, because I have a lot of students that are in cosmetology. But you know, Cosmo, we can connect it to the real world, skin, nails, hair, you know, your feet, and just healthy care of that. And so I know that I want to incorporate that, especially since we have the program here on campus, because there's only 2 campuses in the district that have a cosmetology program. One happens to be this campus, and the other one is the last campus I taught at before I left teaching for a bit. And other students from nearby high schools, they come to our campus to participate in the cosmetology program. So I decided to take part in that, and so I learned how to give a manicure. If I were a student, I would have failed at that. And I also had learned how to give a blowout. So basically, the cosmetology students, some of them came up today and they were acting as our teachers, and teachers were the students for the day. And so it was great because I had several students from this school year that I have now, students from last year, and then also students from my first year back when I taught biology that are in the program. So it's fun just to kind of have them see me in a different setting. I wasn't teaching, they were my teachers, and I sucked. So it was great because they saw me as a person messing up, and hopefully they can take it back to at least my class or maybe their other classes and realize, hey, it's okay to mess up as long as you're trying. So that was today, and right now there's nothing for me to do, so I'm gonna grab my stuff and I'm going to head home because we were only scheduled to be here until 3. It's 3:30, so I want to get out of here. Do me a favor, if there was anything about this video that you liked, then make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, and or share the video. If you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe so that way you can bond with James. As always, thanks for watching. Bye.